Good morning, students. Hello, everybody. Meeting after long. Students, today we are going to learn about the pie charts. You have earlier learned how to represent given data graphically in the form of bar graph, histogram, and also line graph. So pie chart is also a type of representation of data in the form of sectors of circle. Now what is sector of a circle? As you can see from the diagram, suppose a circle is there with O as center, and if you draw any two radii, here OA and OB are two radii, then the region bounded by these two radii and the arc of the circle, this part of the circle is known as arc. So region bounded by these two radii OA and OB and the arc AB, this region is known as the sector of the circle. So and all the informations can be represented with different sector. Remember that the sum of all the sectors, the sum of all the region of a circle together will form a circle. Means if 3 or 4 or 5 observations are given, and if we represent all the observation in the form of sectors of circle, then we will get a complete circle. So before going for the representation, let me explain you some few more things, like what is sector angle. So see this angle formed by the two radii at the center of the circle is known as the central angle. It is also known as sector angle, or we can say central angle. So first of all, we have to calculate the sector angle or the central angle. Then using the protractor we will construct all the sectors, and ultimately the pie chart will be formed. So first of all, let me show you how to calculate the central angle. So there is a formula to calculate the central angle. Central angle of a sector is equals to value of the component divided by sum of all the values of the component. Sum of all the values of the component. Actually, value of the component means, suppose a question is given where 4 observations are given, like marks obtained in 4 subjects in an exam. So like math, science, English and SST. These are the 4 subjects, and marks are given out of 100. We have to calculate the total marks of the student obtained in all the 4 subjects. So the marks obtained in each subject is known as the value of the component, and total marks obtained in all the 4 subjects is the sum of all the values of the component. So we will put the values and calculate. So that will give the sector angle or the central angle. Of course, we have to multiply here with 360, because the sum of all angles in the center of the circle is 360 degree. So this is the formula. Okay, so let us start with one example. This is a question which represent the number of hours spent by a schoolboy in different activities. As you can see, in school the student spends 7 hours. In doing homework, he or she spent 4 hours. For playing 2 hours, sleep 8 hours, and other activities 3 hours, total 24 hours. So in a day, out of 24 hours, these are the number of hours spent by the schoolboy in different activities. We have to represent this data in the form of a pie chart. So before constructing the pie chart, we have to calculate the central angle for each sector for each activity. Okay, so the formula is the value of the component. The value of this component for school is 7, so it is 7, and total values of all the components, sum of all the components is 24, so it is 24, and it is multiplied by 360, the total angle in a circle 360. So by calculation, it is 1, it is 15, that makes 105 degree. For the second one, 4 upon 24 into 360 degree, so equals to, this is also 15, so this is 60 degree. 2 upon 24 into 360 degree, so that gives 30 degree. 8 upon 24 into 360 degree, so by calculation it is 15, 8 15s are 120 degree. And the last one, 3 upon 24 into 360 degrees, so this is 15, 3 15s are 45 degrees. Now if you add all these, see what is the total sum of all the angles coming. 105, 165, 195, 315, 360 degree. Since we are adding all the sector angles, all the central angles, then the total sum must be 360 degree to represent a complete circle. So these are the central angles. Now with the help of this central angle, we have to construct the sectors. So let me draw the circle and the sectors. So just remember these values. The first step is to draw a circle with any convenient radius. I am drawing a circle. Now after drawing the circle, draw one horizontal radius. Now with the help of protractor, we have to mark the angles which has been calculated here. So the first angle is 105 degree. So with the help of protractor, construct 105 degree. So this is 105. The next angle is 60 degree. So the next angle 60 degree will be drawn taking the base as this line. Where we have finished 105 degree, we have to start from there only. So 60 degree, place the protractor here, mark 60 degree. So this is 60 degree. Again we have to start from where we have drawn 60 degree. The next angle is 30 degree. So we have to mark 30 degree from there. Then it is 120 degree. So start from here again, 120 degree. So this is 90, 100, 110, 120. This is the angle. See, the last angle we don't have to draw because the last angle will automatically come. The first one is 125 degree, the second one is 60 degree, the third one is 30, next is 120, and the last one will become 45 automatically. So in this way we have to construct the central angle. Now let me mark the angles at the center. So this is 105 degree, mention at the center. Next is 60 degree, then is 30 degree, the small one. Next is 120 degree, and the last one is 45 degree. So in this way all the sectors are constructed with particular angles. Now we have to name the sectors with the given items, that is the activities. The first activity was school, where he spent 7 hours and which is represented by the sector with central angle 105 degree. So this is school. His next activity 60 degree was represented with homework. Next activity is play. which is represented by 30 degree. So this is play. Then sleep, which is represented by 120 degree. And the last is other activities, which is represented by 45 degree. So the structure of pie chart will look like this. Now one more work is left. We have to shade all the regions. It is necessary both to make it attractive, looking good, as well as to distinguish between different sectors. So there are 5 sectors here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you shade the sectors with the different patterns, then you can easily distinguish between the sectors. So the first one, school, I am giving a shade with section lines. This is represented as school, this sector. You can give any pattern of your choice, not necessary that you have to give this pattern. So the next one, homework. Let me use this pattern, the small stars. The third one, play. Suppose these are the bubbles, represent play. The fourth one, let me use the bricks. And the last one, the dots. So my pie chart is ready with all the informations represented in the form of sectors and is mentioned here along with the central angle also. So this is the pie chart. Now you can go through it. All the informations are represented, and in this way we have to draw. So before starting a question, first of all we have to calculate the central angle. Then draw a circle with any convenient radius. Radius is not a matter here. Then first start with a horizontal radius. Then taking the horizontal radius as the base, construct all the central angles step by step. Okay, so let me show you how to calculate the central angle with one more problem. This is the monthly income of a family is rupees 28,800, and these are the money spent on different items. For rent it is rupees 8,000, expenditure is rupees 8,000, it is written here in rupees. For food the expenditure is rupees 10,800. For clothing it is rupees 5,600. For education it is rupees 3,600, and savings is rupees 800. Okay, now these are the values of each component given here. We have to calculate the central angle first. So total value of all the components, sum of all the component is 28,800. Therefore, the formula is value of each component, that is the first one is 8,000 divided by the total 28,800 into 360 degree. The second one 10,800 by 28,800 into 360 degree. 5,600 by 28,800 into 3600 divided by 360 degree here. 3600 divided by 28,800 into 360 degrees, and the last one 800 by 3600, sorry, 800 by 2800 into 360 degrees. So if you calculate this one, 0 cancelled, then 36 cancelled, 2880 divided by 36, so it is 8 times. So it is 80. Therefore, the first central angle is 80 degree. Sorry, this is 80. Here it is 80. Now this 80 divided 8,000 divided by 80 is 100. So this is 100 degree. Now see this one. When I am dividing 28,800 by 360, I am getting 80. So you must always divide the whole component by 360 degree. Then you don't have to do it again and again. In each and every case, here you will find the total value of all the component, and here you will find 360. So every time you don't have to calculate. For the first time you divide this total component by 360. So here I am getting 80. So everywhere you can write 80 like this. So once the calculation is done for one case, then it is applicable for all the cases. Okay. Now 8,000 divided by 80 is 100. Similarly, 10,800 divided by 80 is, it will be 1 10,800 by 80. So remove these zeros. So 8 ones are, and then it is 2, 8, 8 threes are 24, 8 fives are. So it is 135 degrees. 135 degrees. Here 5600 divided by 80 is 70. So this is 70 degree. 0 cancelled. This will be 45 degree, and the last one it will be 10 degree. Now go for adding all the central angles. 100, 235, 305, 350, 360. So this is must. Every time you will get 360 degree as the sum of all the central angle. Now the same method with the convenient radius. Draw one circle. The radius is not a matter. Just with any convenient radius you can draw a circle. I'll make it little bit bigger so that you can put the patterns also. It is needed. So here, with the help of all the central angles, I have constructed one circle with any radius, and then horizontal radius is drawn. On this horizontal radius, first angle 100 degree is drawn. The central angle is 100 degree, and this sector represent the rent. The second central angle was 35 degree, and I have drawn the central angle taking the baseline as this line and then 135 degree. So this sector is 135 degree and it represents the food, the expenditure on the food. The third sector is represented, clothing is represented by the third sector whose central angle is 70 degree. Education is represented by the next sector whose central angle is 45 degree, and the last sector represents savings whose central angle is 10 degree. So after calculating all the central angle, just draw the sectors with central angle one by one and then write down all the items which is given in the question with particular pattern, any pattern of your choice. Mention the central angle here and you must write down this small note that the given information is represented in the pie chart below. This is the information represented from the given question. Okay, hope you have understood. This part is very easy, only the calculation part you have to do it carefully, otherwise the whole thing is very easy. Okay, hope you have liked it. It looks beautiful if you put patterns and different colors. So that's all for today. Then in the next class we'll do another chapter. Till then, goodbye, have a nice day, enjoy your time.